Ba, 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 ba. All right, guys, welcome back. Today is day 26 of keeping you updated every single day on uhook.com, the peer-to-peer rental marketplace for renting anything. The quick rundown is me and my brother are developing an app, and we gave ourselves a deadline of January 31st to complete the prototype, and we're keeping you updated every single day to, one, keep us accountable, and two, because it's fun. I think we're gonna get started now. There's
It is currently 9:20 p.m. and we are not done the day yet. Just we need to do our live streams now before it gets too late.
the neighbors get mad that we speak too loudly.
The
so,
neighbors are
so
sleeping.
we gotta do
They
them.
don't get mad, but
Gotta do them a little bit earlier. But yeah,
so we're gonna go over what I did today, which is I worked on the help center. I did minor adjustments, as you guys already know. I removed the business and guest part of the help center, and I was working on search. So actually, when you click on search, my bad. When you click on search, it's gonna already come up with pre-loaded
articles.
yes, and then you can type whatever article you want. And I actually added this cool feature. Now let's say you type how it, so now all the how it will come up.
Well, you don't search. You search up you don't search up the articles. You just search up your question, and then the articles are designed to automatically kind of detect your question. So if you format your question in a general way, the general article for that question will come up. Is basically how we're trying to get to it. You know.
Yeah. So let's say how it works for renters. Click it, boom. The help article comes up, and
This is the format for how the articles will show up. We wrote down like on a Google Doc the actual articles, but we just had the format set out so the developers know the format of how everything will look.
yes, and on the bottom of every single article, you have a was this helpful? You can submit feedback and let us know.
It's gonna
we
be
can always improve.
yeah, it's gonna be votes. If it's obviously a bunch of them are negative, then we'll try to improve it. If they're good, then we'll boost it up and promote it out to more people so they can learn more.
Yes. Now, let's say you want to rent. No. Let's say you search something that is not in the help center. It would come up as no results. Let's say you rent a car. That's not an article you've made. So you can actually now request an article. You click it, and then it'll get sent to the back end, and we'll get notified on what type of article you were looking into, and then depending on whatever information we get in the back end, we're gonna print an article, and you also have the option to be notified on whether or not you want to be notified on when we launch it. It's gonna be fairly let's say you submit a request, it's gonna be done in a week tops. And then I also incorporated.
No, it's basically like if you have a question that's unanswered with the articles and you think that we can use that article for your question, for your specific question, you can basically send a request to the back end, and then once you send it, we'll get notified and then we'll review it. If it's worth making an article about and we think that other people can use that type of information, then we'll make the article and then we'll produce it and post it on the live website.
Yep. This is on the bottom of the page. You already saw. Was this article helpful? You can comment yes, no. And then if you'd like to leave a note, you can. Optional. And then to contact, if you got a question on the article, I've made a form and you just submit your question. And other than that, I've been just typing up articles on a Google Doc for the developers to make for the website.
Yeah, so this is all like the technical stuff, like the terms and conditions, the kind of manual, all that typing stuff.
Just a bunch of articles for both sides, renter, owner. And these questions are actually pretty good. I've been getting some good questions. So
yeah, the more we come closer to the completion of the website, the more we understand like the issues we're probably gonna face, most likely, where people are gonna get confused. So we're just making as many articles to kind of alleviate the confusion that we think is gonna happen. So yeah. Are you done?
I am finished.
All right. Now let me get into what I was working on. First of all, you'll notice here on the side, we got 2 checks. We got a payouts complete and we got transactions complete. I already showed you the payouts, so I'm going to walk you through what transactions look like. Now, transactions, so payouts is more for the owners, right? Payouts is more for the individuals that are renting out their items, right? They're not renting items from people. They're providing items for other people. They're the owners, right? So that's what payouts is for. But we don't really have we didn't have a spot where the renters can view their transaction history and all their payments getting sent through and their receipts and all that. So that's why we created the transactions overview in account. And we made it way more simpler than the payouts, because if you're a renter, you're probably not as sophisticated. You probably don't want to work as hard. You want it to be easy, smooth, easy experience, right? So we made it a lot simpler. You'll notice right off the bat. And there's much less information because you don't need that much. All you really need is, right, completed payments. And then you need refunds, because obviously if you cancel a rental, you get a refund. You get refunded for the security deposits. So I'll walk you through both these right now. First of all, here's the quick summary, right? It gives you the item image, so you can quickly remember just off looking at the image. It gives you the card, the title, the title of the rental, and then it gives you the status, right? So it's been paid on October 3rd, paid on July 17. Then it gives you the amount and then a couple information on the dates, right? So it gives you the rental duration and then the specific dates. Then if you keep scrolling down, you get some more information on the security deposit, because as an owner, you get a bunch of information in the payouts, but as a renter, where are you going to get that information on how the security deposits work? Well, we added it right here. And let me read this to you real quick. So, when will my security deposit be refunded, right? That's the question everyone's probably going to be asking. And here's the answer. U-Hook will hold your security deposit for safety for both parties until the rental is completed and returned damage-free. If the rental is returned safely and no claims are opened, processing of your security deposit will begin 24 hours after the owner ends the rental, right? And then we gave you a visual description right here, so it's easy to understand. You don't even have to read that, right? So it's security deposit paid, then it goes on hold, then the rental ends. Once the rental ends, it's on hold for another 24 hours. Then no claims are opened within that 24-hour period. It begins processing 1 to 3 business days. That's the standard time for Stripe. And then boom, your funds will be returned to the original payment method. It's going to be show up as refunded. We tried to make it as simple for people to understand, and I think we did a pretty decent job. Lastly, what you get on the page is a kind of just a reminder. We kind of just wanted to fill up the page, kind of get people in that safe mode, right? Please keep all payments on U-Hook. This is very important, because if a payment is not on U-Hook, there's no chance it's getting covered by insurance. So we just gave you a little reminder to keep all of the payments on U-Hook. Hold on. Let me just put this arrow back. Bothering me. Okay. Now, if we continue, and I said it was very simple, and it actually is, because now look, if you click on any receipt, or actually if you click on any kind of, what are these called? Summary. If you click on any of these little summaries of your rentals, then a receipt comes up. And this is how the receipt will show up. It'll show up in a PDF format where you can actually click on the links actively, or you can choose to download it, print it, do all the stuff you can basically do with a PDF, copy, paste things. And then that is just for the developers to see how it will show up. Here's the actual PDF. Here's how it will show. Here's how you'll see it. And I'll give you a quick breakdown of this, right? So first of all, you get transaction ID. Now, the transaction ID can be found in the rental manager under the rental that you're looking at, under the pricing details. You can click transaction ID, you can copy it, and then you can actually paste it in right here. So if you're looking for a specific rental, you can easily find that. That's the first thing. The next thing you get is the owner's name, right? The provider who provided the rental to you. The rental name, what is the rental you're renting? A quick image to jot your memory, so you can easily know which rental you're looking at. Right? You get the rental start date, you get the rental end date, and then you get the pickup and return location. Obviously, if it's delivery, it will be the delivery location. right? Next up, continue here. You get the renter who's renting the item. That is generally you, right? You click on it, it'll link to your profile. Next up, you have the price breakdown. This is literally just going to be the pricing breakdown that is on currently in the active or in the rental manager actively right now. So like if there is a quantity, the quantity will show up and that pricing breakdown will show up like that. Then you get the payment. So right, what card did you pay on? It'll give you the card, the time it was paid, and then it will also give you the amount, and then it will say amount paid, and then it will confirm that you paid that amount. And then we just have cancellation policy. We're still working on the cancellation policy. We're probably going to have an article written up about it, and then as well as we're going to make a pop-up that will show up probably on the item summary page as well as on the checkout page, just to remind you that the cancellation policy is free cancellation the cancellation policy for the renter is free cancellation up to 24 hours after after your rental is confirmed. And then after that, there's a 32% fee. And then you can only cancel a rental up to 24 hours before the rental actually starts. So that's the limit. So if it's 24 hours before the rental, you cannot cancel it, even with the 32% fee, right? Then we just have a question. You can visit the help center, or you can go back to transactions and view more receipts. UHook Inc. This is just to confirm that you are operating on UHook Inc. And then this is our payment processing system, Stripe. And yeah, that's that for that. If we continue here, here's the refunds page. So there's actually two types of refunds, and you get a full refund, right? Or you get like either you get a partial refund or a full refund, or you get a deposit refund. And the reason why we highlighted deposit refund is because we're probably going to get a lot of security deposit refunds. So we just want to make it easy for the renter to be like, oh, okay, yeah, my security deposit is refunded. It's safe. We want you guys to feel safe. So that's why we made a specific one just for the security deposit, right? And you continue here. The bottom is the same thing on refunds, right? Now, the thing that is different though, is now we have two more versions of the receipt. And I'm going to show you these right now. First up, you got the receipt for the security deposit. Right, the main difference is it's basically all the same. The main difference is now you have these things here, right? You have the previous total, right? You have previous total, and this gives you the total for whatever you paid before. Then it gives you what you're being refunded, right? So in this case, you're being refunded the security deposit minus 50. And then it gives you the total adjustment. And I'll show you why in a second, why this is important. It gives you the total adjustment, which is again 50, and then it gives you the new total that you paid, right? Then in the refund section over here, you get what payment method it was refunded to, the amount, and then the total amount refunded right there to confirm how much was refunded. Now, here's the reason why the adjustments section was necessary. Because if you look, okay, so this is just a quick rundown of the searching, right? You click on it. Right? You start typing no results found. Once you get the whole number in, you'll get a result. Now, here's why the adjustments is important. If you click on a rental transaction summary thingy, then you pull up the receipt. And if you cancel the rental, you have to be refunded the whole thing. So that is why if you get refunded the entire amount, it'll break it down. So it'll say 3 days refunded, 147. Security deposit, 50. Service fees, -0 because there's no fees at the moment. And then this is why we have total adjustments. Because if it wasn't just one thing being refunded, it'll give you the total amount that was refunded, right? And then it'll give you the new total, which is obviously 0 because you're being refunded. And then it'll tell you the refund, the payment method it was refunded to, and then the amount refunded. That is pretty much it. Oh, okay. I forgot about this. That is it for the transactions. Now here we get into some good stuff. Here we have a donkey. And
we're not putting the donkey.
And we're thinking about making the logo
of
our company a donkey. You know why? First of all, the first reason is donkeys, they're blue. Our website color is blue. The second thing is the ears of a donkey looks like a Y, right? The U hook in the Y. The last thing is, what are donkeys known for? What are donkeys known for?
Hustling.
Donkeys are known for hustling. And you know what kind of users we want on our app? Hustlers. We want people to hustle on our app because this app is meant for making money. This app is meant for this guy in a business suit, smiling, ready to conquer the world. That's what we want. So we're thinking about it because honestly, it would be kind of funny. It would be kind of cool to have like a little 3D mascot that is a little donkey, and then we'll just be known, like we'll be like, yeah, that's the U-Hook donkey, and then we'll make like commercial ads of like a talking donkey or like a funny voice. And there's a whole bunch of ways we can market this, but I think it's a good little idea. We're gonna see where we could take this. We're gonna design a couple of logos, but for now, this is what we got. We got 2 donkey models, and the reason why it's actually kind of funny because my brother was designing the insurance section, and then he just put these 2 donkeys there because I don't know, why'd you put the donkeys there?
For an insurance mascot.
Yeah, so he wanted an insurance mascot, but I was like, yo, the donkey could just be the regular mascot, and then we can do a lot of stuff with that. So I drew a couple of things here. You can't see it, but yeah, that's the donkey situation. We'll keep you updated on it. And yeah, is that got anything else to say?
Yes, if nobody reminded you, today is a fantastic day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Yo, hold up. Just don't forget to drink your water. You know, I have like 2 cups with me at all times. I take my big cup and then I refill the small one, and then I drink from the small one. You know what else we got? Don't forget to get the munchies. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Have a wonderful day.